Man, wouldn't it be cool if there was a Kirby TV show?
Kirby, that's the name you should know. Kirby.
Wait, what was that?
Kirby, he's the star of the show.
Guys, I'm seriously starting to get scared. Am I getting hacked?
Think he's got maximum pink. Kirby's the one. He comes around.
Oh yeah, there was a Kirby TV show. Man, do I love that theme song. Hey, not only was there a Kirby TV show, Kirby actually had his own anime back in the day called Kirby Right Back at Ya. And surprise, surprise, that's actually what we're going to be talking about today. Let's be honest, 4Kids is most likely gonna copyright claim the crap out of this video, but screw that YouTube money, it's about time somebody actually talks about this show. Shit. Kirby Right Back at Ya. You know, I actually have a ton of memories of this show, as it was originally aired on Foxbox, a Saturday morning cartoon block more commonly known as 4Kids TV. Growing up, I was actually a pretty big fan of 4Kids, and I know, looking back, a lot of the content 4Kids put out was not very good. Let's be honest, a lot of their shows were heavily localized, usually containing a lot of lame one-liner jokes. I mean, remember the original One Piece dub?
He's made a robot.
How did that happen?
Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum.
Ew, what the frick? Turn that shit off. Honestly, I think the main reason I enjoyed 4Kids so much back then was because a lot of their shows focused around video games I was a big fan of. Shows like Sonic X or Pokemon. Dude, at one point there was even an F-Zero anime. How cool is that? It unfortunately got cancelled though, and finding good quality clips of it is pretty hard. I think it's also worth mentioning that I also really enjoyed their non-video game related shows like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Shaman King, or Ultimate Muscle. I'm slightly getting off topic though, so let's get back to Kirby Right Back at Ya. Alright, so right off the bat, the first episode starts off with a giant octopus thing eating people? Cool. I gotta say, it's pretty graphic too, as the octopus legitimately spits out the skeletons of all the poor sheep it just ate. Isn't this supposed to be a kid's show? I guess not. Oh, look, it's Kirby, just floating through space being as lazy as he always is. Damn, Kirby, you be looking cute. I know I do this like every time I talk about Kirby, but look at him. He's freaking adorable. Anyways, out of nowhere, Kirby is woken up by an alarm that sends his warp star to Dreamland. This is where that evil octopus thing is, I guess? I don't know. In the next scene, we're introduced to King Dedede and his sidekick Escargoon, as they're being questioned by the civilians of Cappytown, a small town in Dreamland, about this evil octopus. In a shocking and completely unexpected fashion, it turns out it has been King Dedede who has been behind the evil octopus monster. I bet you didn't see that coming, huh? Get ready, cause this is basically the premise for almost every episode of the show. King Dedede finds a monster and then tries to basically kill everyone. For like no reason too. He is literally just being a douche simply for the fun of it. Anyways, don't worry, cause this is where our hero Kirby comes in, as he crash lands in Cappytown. This completely scares the shit out of the civilians of Cappytown, causing them to think Kirby is some kind of alien. I mean, I think I'd kinda be freaked out too if a giant blob just crash landed in my backyard. It turns out the civilians of Cappytown have actually been expecting Kirby, as there is an old legend in Dreamland that tells the story of a hero named Kirby coming and saving Cappytown. But the civilians are absolutely heartbroken to find out that their hero appears to simply be nothing more than some pink puffball. Fortunately though, two civilians named Tiff and Tuff end up taking a liking to Kirby, and through them, the entire town eventually takes Kirby in as one of their own. The civilians end up inviting Kirby to dinner, but then this happens.
Shall we?
What the heck, Kirby? Who do you think you are? I know you're like pink and cute and stuff, but chill. The best part about this is that after Kirby eats all their food, he just runs off. That's real classy, Kirby. Tiff and Tuff are obviously pissed about this and chase after him, only to come across more dead sheep. Like I said before, isn't this supposed to be a kid's show? Anyways, Tiff and Tuff then take Kirby aside and then accuse him of eating the sheep. And then we're introduced to Meta Knight.
It is true.
Whose idea was it to make Meta Knight all sexy in Spanish? This feels extremely out of place. I gotta say the voice acting for all the other characters is pretty good, it's just Meta Knight that they decided to give a Spanish accent to. Whatever, so it turns out Meta Knight has been looking for that evil octopus thing from the beginning of the episode, and mistook Kirby for it. They look nothing alike, but okay then, Meta Knight. Well, a bunch of crap happens, and then Meta Knight eventually finds this evil octopus in King Dedede's castle. Surprise, surprise, like I mentioned before, it was King Dedede who's been controlling the octopus this entire time. Meta Knight tries to take on the octopus, and that doesn't go very well. But don't worry, like any other mid-2000s cartoon, our main protagonist Kirby steps in and saves the day. Kirby uses his fire ability and poof, the octopus is dead. And then that's it. That's basically every episode of this show. See, I was originally planning to talk about a bunch of random episodes, but every episode legit follows the same plot and structure. King Dedede hires a new monster to beat up Kirby, and then Kirby beats said monster with a new copy ability. That's honestly it. Kirby Right Back at Ya is not a very good show. As a matter of fact, it's outright awful at some moments. But overall, I personally enjoyed it, especially as a kid. You know, there is one good thing that came out of this show's existence, and I think you all know what I'm talking about. Damn, is that theme song good. Hit my music! Kirby, 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 that's the name you should know. Kirby, 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 he's the star of the show. He's more than you think, he's got maximum pink. Okay, he comes right back at ya. He comes right back at ya. Give it all that you got, give your very best shot. You'll send it right back at you for sure. How can I help you, King Dedede? I need a monster to club with that there Kirby. That's what we do best at NME. You better get it with a money back guarantee. Why am I doing this? It was already a good video, I didn't need to do this. Kirby, 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 here to stay. Kirby, 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 he's here to stay. Fool myself, Kirby, 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 Kirby. Kirby, 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 Kirby's the one. Right back at ya. Yup, that just happened.